What's up? What's up? What's on your mind?
Oh my god, this Baksha. Fun fact, first take on this Baksha hasn't taken a loss just yet.
Really?
Yeah, 0 losses, I believe.
Wow.
On first six, so I believe so, right? I think so.
There might be one where he was using it against a carry.
Oh, going up against.
I don't quite
I
remember.
don't think it's. Was it first six? I think it's alter ego, no?
Your team
Well,
matters.
I don't quite remember, Goni. It's been a long week. We'll see. We'll see once some people in the chat start spamming. Like, yo, bro, you're wrong. What?
Was it first six? I think it was first.
Well, for now, the 1-1 has been banned though. So is this something that is something we don't know of? This 1-1 seems like an inside joke among all the teams right here.
It's a joke.
Like there's some insider information we're not privy to as casters.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I don't think the one has been quite popular. Maybe something that they found out in scrims. Maybe
Well,
CW has picked it up quite a. Oh no, sorry. Skylar has picked it up quite a bit.
one thing for sure is Cho catching a 1-1 is quite hard. I don't want to say it's impossible, but it's quite hard because that second skill, right, basically purifies the crowd control that the Cho can bring. So perhaps what they're trying to say is, yeah, let me just ban this 1-1, this annoying hero, so that I can catch an easier opponent. Let's see though. First
Time
pick.
and tide wait for no
Oh,
one.
Beatrix
It's
ban.
gonna be the Beatrix ban indeed.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? You can see
Brody?
that RQ actually banned out the Masha, so they're like, okay, maybe take out the Beatrix. Skylar has been performing out of his mind. With the Claude, with the Beatrix taken away, you're right, Brody is definitely an option if they want to coalesce in terms of this early game kind of composition that RRQ have brought. In another world, I don't know, wait, is Brody a good matchup against Harris? I think that's the safest you got.
I think it's cool in the sense that they were using the Beatrix as a source of burst damage, and now with against a Harith, right? I think there's more chance that CW will go on that Purify yet again, and he's going to be a bit more slippery to hold in place. With a torn apart memory, there could be a chance that they can use that spell, that long range artillery, to try and secure the kill after the members of Onyx have pulled away.
There you go with that Brody pick. It opens up. What's a good hero for Kyra in this current situation?
There's a Farsa, so going for... Hang on, you think the Karina can show up here, blocking most of the...
Helkert!
Ooh,
Go Helkert!
Hellcurt is possible, along with his Yuzong. That's going to be a huge problem for the backline.
Going up against Baksha though, it's quite tough. Assassin going up against Baksha is very tough, right?
Stop debating yourself.
No, I was thinking.
Thinking out loud.
Helkert. Oh no, it's
it's
gonna be
Bane.
the Bane, yeah. Went for the safer pick.
How? Yo, 0% win rate on the Bane though. We'll see if Onyx can make it work. As of right now, in theory, again, it does work against the whole dive aggressive composition from the side of RRQ. Unless though the jungle gets taken over, and that is exactly what the Baksha is designed to do. So this is a bit of a concerning situation. Last pick for RRQ. What are they gonna try and add on to this? Crowd control?
If they really want to go crazy here, I know Valentina is on the opponent, but they can take the Atlas.
Oh, that's too risky.
Novaria?
That's too risky.
That's too
Novaria?
risky, I think.
Oh, the Kufra.
Kufra.
Okay.
I think Kufra is so much safer. Oh man, this is
Yeah.
scary. Like you mentioned, right, on paper, I like the Deadly Catch not only for the dive coming in from RQ, but also to cancel out that Feather Airstrike when it does get opened up. But knowing Clay, he's really good with his resource allocation. He's gonna wait
Flicker.
until that Deadly Catch is used.
We'll have to see. Both teams have a lot of problems to deal with. I'm concerned about the early game right here. For RRQ, that's Baxia, Paquito, Farsa, and Kufra.
Until that Deadly
It's
Catch
a lot of
is used.
damage, but the longer the game goes, this time there's no burst damage that scales as well into the late game like the Beatrix. It's going to be the Brody. So Onyx, in a way, has a bit more of a chance.
This time around, they have the Farsa, right? So perhaps they can work around that. The high ground artillery, as well as the burst coming in from the Feather Airstrike. But definitely that is also an ultimate that can be used to Onyx if deemed useful by Drian. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The conclusion to the Royal Derby. Leg 1, RRQ Onyx. Game 3, back to a best of 1. Who's gonna come out on top?
Let's see. Emblem check and spell check, Arashi, Mr. Analyst, go ahead.
Well, Naomi is going with a concussive blast still, so is Versik. So far it's just a tanky, it's not even a sustained build, it's just a tanky build to just go and ram into your opponents. But Versik isn't going to try and contest or try to steal the opposing buff. Because I guess Bane has good clear, but look at that.
Yeah, early Purify here popped by CW. Naomi now with level 2. Oh, Skylar already munching that gold shield bot side to a half HP. Wow, that's already good early start for Skylar.
Yeah, it truly is. It's very unfortunate here. I feel like Onyx they were banking on the early game. You can even see from the choice of talents from the Valentina, right? They went for the Bargain Hunter. They're trying to get that item power spike faster in this early game, trying to out-rotate RRQ, but with the Wings by Wings, it's looking like it's very, very difficult. And with the Weapon Master choice, Arashi, that actually confers that Clay likes to bring it to the late game.
He wouldn't mind doing that at all. That's just how this man operates. But a big concern of mine for the side of Onyx is the fact that a Cho against a Cho against a Kufra. We've seen this matchup before against, I believe, is it Beloyski on the Kufra, but a Cho finds it very difficult to find those pickoffs with that bouncing ball. So that could be a bit of an issue for Keyboy, but that has never stopped him before.
Nope. And we can see here already top side now. Rion, oh! Forces the figure early and recall, so that means that this turtle, yeah, it should be open for the side of RQ. A very strong early game. This is why this block shot is a menace. Rotates fast, adds killing pressure, and there you go. Talent's prediction, 3-3, even Stevens.
Is it Papulong voting for Onyx?
Yeah, the first time in a long time.
The crowd broke him.
Okay.
Truly did. RRQ now kind of breaking Onyx strategy in this early game, already with 1,000 of gold lead. And it begs the question, why Onyx just really committed into this early game, seeing how great Versik is at rotating on the box. Yeah, with play as well. Versik still able to get that Lethal Wanderer as well, so they are getting the trades, better trades than Onyx here in the early game.
E-boy, will it be poked to a quarter HP? I think 40% of his life there. Of course, he used the recall. Take a look at the rotations already. RQ for B2. Oh, Keyboy hasn't recalled. Now see how he is at half HP, but no commitments from inside of RQ.
Skylar is doing really well in this lane, trying to zone CW from as many minions as possible. That's great. He's getting more turret gold as well. In a way, this composition from RRQ is stronger than in the previous game, but it's also a bit more lopsided, and there's less actual pick-off crowd control damage, so there's less things that Onyx can be caught off guard with. But now on top, Boots, forced to use the Dragon form, slides away.
It's crazy that all the resources from Onyx have been used defensively in the first 3 minutes of the game, right? There's not any use for these flickers offensively. CW looks for some damage onto Naomi. Doesn't really have it just yet with the item that are lacking here in the first few minutes. Because of, like you mentioned, how Skylar has been really good at taking these creeps away.
Well, CW seems to be scaling pretty okay, but a lot of action has not been approaching his lane. I think the EXP is where we should be taking a look at. It's going to be a Yutong with a Quantum Charge, but oh, hey on Naomi.
No first blood just yet. This might be it. Naomi now taking a lot of damage away from Dragon, and there you go, Naomi taken down. Keyboy now might be the next target, and with the torn apart memory, Skylar says yes. It's going to be Banana now taking damage. 4,000 HP on this turtle. Carry is still in that vicinity. It's going to be Versik taking it comfortably. Clay still forces to use the Purify. Scholar forced to flicker out as well. But at the end of the day, RRQ wins out on that trade.
Unfortunate, right? Like, RRQ, they were so good at baiting Onyx resources. I think the Deadly Catch is so good for the Retribution take, but Kyrie was forced to use it early because of the engage from RRQ to prevent more casualties in that team fight. And with that, it was super easy for Persik to just walk in, roll in to get it. But oh, they canceled.
Yeah, it's cancelled now. Oh, with the better airstrike, Keyboy, no resources whatsoever. Kyrie here in the bush. RRQ, it seems like they read that out. And take a look at Baksha. So proactive, taking the purple buff out of the hands of Kyrie.
He's just wheeling around as much as possible. You can't really leave him alone, especially when you're spending so much time in the bottom side right here. Jian steals the feather airstrike, but he won't be able to use it for a lot, except for clearing, unless Persik comes in.
Jian, a feather airstrike, but cancelled by Persik. Now, will they commit to this? It's a 4v3. Onyx, they know better.
When does the power spike from the Bane hit, right? On the Bane.
So far, unfortunately, in the MPL, we haven't seen it too often, but Keyboy will be able to slide away. RRQ, they're trying their best to be aggressive, but right now, this might be the force that they want. The conceal will actually deter them away from it, though. They wasted a lot of time rotating around there for no real big payout.
Whoa, 75%. Now to the hands of the Kingdom.
Yeah, the Kingdom really pulling through here. 75% audience prediction here by the Samsung Galaxy S23 Series 5G. Very different to what we feel in the venue. It feels like a really good 50-50. Both of these teams really having the support of the Kingdom and the Sonics. But back into the game, 6 minutes in, almost 7. RRQ still holding control. They have the lead, they have the dominance, but they're playing very, very slowly. Waiting for the right time. This might be it.
Oh, Bane will get the turtle comfortably. Keyboy, though, will be punished. What? Calm Flicker gets him out of the way. So it's a trade fully favoring the side of Onyx.
Very well played for them to just sneak in that turtle, but as a result, they lose control. And against a team like this, you want that vision. You want those minion waves as far away from your jungle as possible. RRQ immediately start encroaching on Kyrie's territory, most likely denying the orange buff away unless they're gonna get a kill as well.
Oh, good catch onto Skylar. Cancelled immediately with the Mind Ball, but Kyrie will secure the kill. Petrify on towards 2 in the backside. Naomi very low, gets taken out as well. Now Persik isolated in the backside, gets taken down. A Banana finding compensation, taking tier 1 in the mid lane. But overall, Onyx, I feel like won that fight.
Yeah, they're playing the team fights really well. 3-4-1 trade. That gold gap that RRQ have built is slowly shrinking. And what I find most peculiar is the fact that, like you mentioned, Arashi, Persik has been very active in the jungle of Kyrie, but look at the level lead that he has. 11-10 on Persik.
Oh, take a look at CW, pops the Shaman Force there. Still able to get out. Banana needs to be careful here. Okay, they sense that Keyboy is in that vicinity, so they do not cross that bush.
Well, Kyrie has been very good at just minimizing that level gap. Before that, though, let's take a look at the instant replay. They go on to Keyboy, but Keyboy was able to just dodge everything, and that puts Skylar right up front, one of the main damage dealers. And the composition of RRQ, it's aggressive, it has crowd control, but not moving backwards. So that is where Onyx see their opportunity and just pounce on the whole roster. All towers are still available for RRQ though, and this is where it gets quite scary. The Lord is so important. If Onyx gets it, this allows them to equalize in the structural difference. If RRQ gets it, this allows them to get that much closer to gaining full control of the jungle and just ending this game before that dreaded late game makes its appearance.
Wait, did I see that right? Clock of Destiny Jian? 9 minutes? That's so long.
Oh, let's see here, Banana looking for an angle. Clock of Destiny, 9 minutes. Maybe he built another item. And I know we need to check down the items here.
See once the items do pop up, but on the top side, notice how the waves are converging on the side of Onyx. That means it's gonna push towards RRQ. So now the clock starts ticking. RRQ needs to rush this Lord or go for a team fight. They wait too long, they lose towers.
And all the while, you can see here, Onyx just farming up there in their own jungle. I think a play is about to elapse here. Keyboy trying to open up the map, trying to get vision. Clay needs to be careful with his positioning. Keyboy can always go in with a Flicker, Jet Kundo Way of Dragon combination. And you can see him start to shift towards the bottom lane. Yuzong's there though.
Yeah, let's not forget Clay is on a Purify, so I feel like Keyboy needs to focus on Skylar, or perhaps, I don't know, Skylar is the only viable target here because Clay, again, unless he mix-click his Purify, yeah, Keyboy can't really target his,
Sure.
hero.
Cool. Well, Onyx right now, they're just playing it safe. They're just waiting. Because look at that wave, man. That's 2.5 waves built, I believe. It's going to crash into the turret. And I think RRQ, they are willing to let go of one turret. But Onyx is willing to just do this unless...
Oh, he has a Shunpo. Half HP, though. Forced Keyboy to use the recall there. Does RRQ know that he commits to the recall? Let's see. First stick with the shield unity. Catches boots. Does not commit the Black Dragon form just yet. There you go, the commitment. As a defense again, no. Will they re-engage? Is the question. Keyboy now with the conceal. Looking for a better angle perhaps. But it is a reset. Top side still crashing.
Finally, they send Banana up there. But at what cost? They lost 2 turrets. And now Onyx has full control over the Lord area. Shoes on the other foot. RRQ needs to understand the situation and back away. Skylar is in a very dangerous spot. So he's fair stick.
My God. The deadly catch on towards first stick. The damage is not enough. Feather airstrike. Oh, the damage towards Rion. Almost enough. But Banana jumps in with a flicker as well. Boots is trying to gain more space. No casualties from that fight.
And yet RRQ now, they have control over the Lord. What a Lord dance by both of these teams. But at first stick, he looks to be too low to go for this. Keyboy is completely aware of the situation. And technically, Onyx, they're gonna win that Lord dance.
Well, they technically win right now because they recalled a lot faster and now they're back in position faster. Banana went all the way to the top side, but that wasn't necessary. The wave was building towards Onyx instead. Now with Fairstick, he was low earlier, but he's back now and they're going for it. But Clay gets saved.
Yeah, I mean, Purify is still on the board here. Keyboy taking a lot of damage. Needs to be careful. And Skylar with the torn apart memory secures the kill. On towards the Roamer, the finals MSC MVP.
And look at this, they're at a man advantage, Goni.
Well, Naomi charges, does not really connect though. RRQ holding their ground. CW trying to deal damage on towards Banana. They know the whereabouts of CW. Will RRQ pull the trigger? Take a look at the repositioning by Skylar there. Wants to deal damage. Clay in the backside. Oh my God. Naomi charges. Banana focuses on towards CW Lord. It will be taken care of. But now, Onyx, they don't care. They want to fight. CW gets one member deadly catch. Doesn't really connect on towards anyone significantly. But it is still RRQ grabbing that Lord.
Whew. What an intense situation with RRQ. They come out on top. They lost 2 turrets though, and that must be a painful situation. The goal difference has shrunk down to less than 1K. So that late game power spike we were talking about is definitely in play. But RRQ, they have more playmaking tools at their disposal. If they play this correctly, they can still come out on top, especially with the Lord on their side. They need to try and escort it or try and push together with it to confuse Onyx.
For sure, but look at Keyboy right now on the Cho. He's looking for a flank.
CW though. Oh, Naomi finds the right opening, but no! It is actually Naomi gets taken down to go Keyboy flicker on towards Skylar. He has the immortal though. That's very important. Torn apart memory does not take Keyboy down. It's a trade for Naomi for nothing, so it's a dub for the Porcupines.
For sure, a small victory here for Onyx. But why didn't Naomi, why wasn't he able to connect it on... No,
it's
opposite.
Trade
why
for
wasn't Keyboy
Naomi
able to
for
connect it
nothing.
onto Skylar?
He got
So
stuck
it's
in the
a
middle of
dub.
all that. That's why all these small stuns from the side of RRQ, it just denies your
For
playmaking
the
potential.
Porcupines.
And of course,
For sure,
with
a
the Kufa,
small
I think the
victory
dash
here
got
for
cancelled
Onyx.
right there as well.
But
The Shunpo.
why didn't
so for
Naomi,
Onyx,
why wasn't
on
he
the
able
other
to
side,
connect it?
They were able to survive
No,
and punish
opposite.
them.
Trade
Why
for
wasn't Keyboy
Naomi
able to
for
connect it
nothing.
onto
Naomi failed to take into
Skylar?
account. He
got
so
stuck
it's
in
in
the
the middle of
middle
all
of
that.
that.
That's why
Now
all these
it's back
small
to a
stuns
Lord
dance
from the
as
side of-
well.
from the side of
And it's the
RRQ.
exact same setup. You have to look at the other side. This time it's equal in positioning, so you have no idea which one's going to reach first. The wave being more grouped up for Onyx leads me to believe that it's going to reach first unless Banana shuffles with the equilibrium.
Did you see Kyrie play on the phone earlier on? on the Samsung.
Isn't that the fastest hands you have ever seen?
That's the fastest hands I've ever seen, man.
You can't even see his
Wow.
fingers, bro.
Can't even. Imagine his itemization right now.
Well, we can take a look at it right here. Hunter Strike, BOD, Malefic Roar, and the War Axe. He has a ton of damage, but not a lot of defensive options, relying solely on the kit of the Bane. But look at the gold, though. He's actually doing so much better, but Fairstick is a tank, so keep that in mind. That is definitely a factor in the gold discrepancy.
Both teams now toning down their tempo.
They're just waiting.
RQ though, the map is 60% red. It's safe to say, and I think they should capitalize on it. Right, top side here already controlled by the Paquito, and with the Lord up, Onyx needs to respond. They need to play more reactively, just because, yeah, again the map is red.
Ooh, Onyx has just used the Magic Sentry though. They know that there's nobody on the top side. Now CW is up there, and the Lord is half HP. If RRQ wants to force this, I think everyone's converging at the same time though. That's a conceal.
Just to reposition. Oh, will they commit to this? Oh, there you go. Oh, Wave Dragon wrong way. He has Immortal, but Weather Airstrike. The Lord will be taken by BANAA. And now Boots gets stunned in the middle of everything. Gets taken out by Skylar. Naomi, it's an all-out brawl. Keyboy will not be able to survive. I might be wrong as he has the flicker. It's a one-man casualty. But RRQ, do they have enough manpower, firepower to end this game?
They sure do, man. Banana, BANANA. What a monster on the Paquito, taking the Lord, finding the dub for Onyx, getting Boots taken off the board. He's doing so much for his team right now, and the Lord is going to charge with a mana disadvantage. Do you think Onyx can defend?
The quarter HP Feather Airstrike prematurely. Lord will be taken care of. They have a good high ground here on it. They have the Harris. But it seems like the agenda for inside of RRQ is just to munch the base turrets. They're pushing them outside, which they get.
So close.
They're playing it so disciplined as well. The old RRQ, I feel like, would just keep going, right? And see how it turns out. But RRQ, they know. They've just won
Lord
in
will be
a
taken
Lord
care
death
of.
situation. Now they have more macro plays in their disposal with the mid and bottom base turret taken out for Onyx. So RRQ can go for the Lord Dance, have two wings pushing automatically, and they can even go and get control in Onyx side jungle. Oof.
It's looking tough, right? Looking at the real-time win probability by the Samsung Galaxy S23 series, is 5G
69.
already a 69%
Nice.
win probability here from RRQ. But honestly, at this point, right, 18 minutes in, we're getting into that late game. one mistake might cost you the game. The lucky thing for RRQ is they have a lot more towers to fall onto, whereas Onyx have lost 2 inhibitor turrets. So those lanes as well, they're going to be crashing in favor of RRQ. They have to be very careful in these Lord takes.
I was wishing that we can see a replay of that Lord fight because it was so good. Everyone stopped Keyboy from making the play, and Naomi got between everyone. Hey, on cue by the Samsung Galaxy S series. Look at that. Keyboy gets denied his playmaking tools, and Naomi just stops everyone. And at the same time, Onyx focused on the Lord, but Banana got the better of them. And just like that, Skylar can kite back. He's still full HP at this point. RRQ could have gone for a bit more maybe, but they go with a disciplined route, and now it's back to another Lord Dance in 25 seconds, showing again maturity from both these teams.
Keyboy did his job, right? With that Wave Dragon, he forces the Baksha to be outside of the area, Lord area, right? But Kyrie's retribution on that situation wasn't on point. It was actually Banana with his Paquito was able to find that last hit on towards that Lord, a critical Lord, mind you. Man, it's another reset, and again, RRQ still with the map control.
Oh, you can see that earlier, Banana as well as Clay, they were looking for an ambush, but unfortunately, the timing wasn't quite right. Naomi, though, goes for Keyboy.
On the all-in, is this the right move? Now take a look at Banana. Oh, the torn apart memory deals a lot of damage now. Combined with the feather airstrike, it made Onyx just fully retreat.
Instant zone out from RRQ,
Oh.
but Boots wants to go and re-engage.
Oh my god, they forced a fight here, Boots. Is this the right call? No. RRQ in time to disengage. And now it's just Onyx again on the defense.
Wow, man. Onyx, that was a risky move. Boots going in alone there. I think RRQ assumed everyone else was following behind him, so they backed away, which is the right play, but that could have been really bad for Onyx. With the next Lord coming in though, this is their chance. If they don't mess this up, this should be the ending play, unless Onyx can once again somehow change things around. Gia now with the Divine Glaive means a lot more damage. These tankier members, these fighters from the side of RRQ needs to be a bit more careful when they are threatening, when they are just feinting an engage.
But remember that Valentina needs to be in range, and so far with the positioning coming in from RRQ, they haven't really been giving him a lot of options to work with, especially with the IMU. So it might not even actually be a factor in this Lord push.
Let's see. Carries it over inside half HP. Lord is now taken care of. Question mark. Take a look at the backside. Oh my god, Boots trying to play as much as time. 3-man knockup. Oh my goodness. Naomi now looking to find the survival, but it seems like Onyx, they managed to defend this one against all odds. RRQ, they're the ones retreating.
Ooh, RRQ, they went for the instant end right there. You saw there was less damage being dealt to the members of Onyx compared to the actual base. That was very, very close, but I think RRQ, they kind of chickened out last second and they back away. It's back to another Lord Dance, and the longer they do this, the more Onyx can get a read on what they're trying to do, on who they're trying to punish in these bush mind games.
For sure, it really all depends on who's going to pull the trigger first, right? So far, if we take a look at the items, everyone is full build at this point, but we need to take into consideration of the defense. Anything standing out to you here?
When it comes to defense, I think it's a bit too idealistic to try and think that some items can really save your life at this point. For Clay, it's just so much damage. He's chunking the whole backline for half HP with a single bolt from the Feather Airstrike. Onyx, though, has been able to secure one more turret. What's going on here? This is RRQ. They're kind of... They feel like they're losing out in the control now. They're backing away and letting Onyx take those turrets away.
Oh! Keyboy finding one. No clear follow-up, though. Keyboy. Oh my god, he needs to recover. He has no immortal. He gets taken out. Killing spree for Clay. And now, take a look at the collapse. Kyrie in an awkward angle. Caught. Gets taken out. Immortal pop now. It's surely a secure kill. Onyx, they got dismantled. They got overzealous there. That was unnecessary. And now RRQ looking to clear 2 waves, top and mid, crashing. Will they commit?
2-0.
35 on Keyboy, 44 on Kyrie. Let's see RRQ. Oh, they have not find the right opening. Shaman Force pops, Purify as well. Oh! CW gets taken out, and now Petrify against all odds. RRQ did it in MPL ID Season 11. They did it again today. Reverse sweeping Onyx 2-1.
The MSC champions have fallen to the new kingdom, rising from the ashes. The RRQ fans are wilding out at the venue. What an amazing performance by all of the members. A huge upset victory for the Sonics.
This is what the kingdom has been waiting for. The return of the king. Oh my lord. What a match from both these teams, showcasing top tier Mobile Legends gameplay.
This is the MPL ID Season 12, ladies and gentlemen, where Onyx, in their debut match this season, will have to suffer a loss. A 2-1 loss after a dominating first game. A very, very dominating first game. They have to admit defeat.
What does this mean? What statement is this being made by Onyx? They were the MSC champions. They recently won an entire Southeast Asia championship against the best of the best. And in their debut, they lose to RRQ, who didn't even make it to top 2 last season at MPL ID Season 11.
Everyone doubted them. Everyone was worried with the pillars missing, with the players getting shuffled around, a new coach even. How will they perform in the next season? And now they just come back and say, we're here to stay, man. Ooh.
Yeah, with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let's take to the hosts to talk to RRQ.
Meramaikan suasana dari Royal Derby yang berakhir dengan 2-1. Win streak dari Onyx dipecahkan dan congratulations RRQ. Kapten, congratulations Clay. Gimana kamu menghadapi Royal Derby kali ini? Gimana kamu menghadapi Royal Derby kali ini?
Main aja sih kayak biasanya.